Hello and welcome to another episode of LOTRO Secrets with me, Balthelion. So today we're going to be covering the adventures of Floid and Dewitt. So these are two guys who are explorers. So Floid on the left there, he is the mighty steed, and Dewitt is the explorer. He likes his alcohol, and he's basically just kind of travelling around Middle-earth, trying to take in the scenery, get some good views and stuff like that. And we basically have to find him in 7 different places scattered around Middle-earth. So at the moment I'm starting off in the Lone Lands at Weathertop, which is probably the easiest place to find him, although I have noticed that the structures on top of Weathertop have changed now, because there's this wall behind the guys that I don't think used to be there. You have to kind of walk around the edges now, but the places you have to go and find them are up to about level 65, I think is the highest one. So you will need a reasonably high level character in order to complete this deed, but you can start this any time after about level 20ish, once you can get to Weathertop in the Lone Lands. So if I just reactivate my UI, so I'll show you where we are at the moment on the map. We are atop Weathertop, at the very top here, and we're just kind of on like the southeast side, and if you just kind of like come behind this wall over here, you can kind of see these guys here. I have noticed though that not only is there now like a wall behind them, to make it more kind of like tower-like up the top here, it seems that you can't like commit suicide or try and ski down the edges Legolas style, because you can't jump off there anymore. But as soon as you come and approach these guys, or the first time you find them in any region, you should get the deed pop up in your quest log, and this will appear in your class race epic tab, and then the race and social tab there. Adventures of Floid and Dewitt, 1 of 7. By completing this, we're going to get 300 marks, which isn't really too much, but you'll get the title The Wanderer, which may appeal to some of you guys. So this is the first time you're going to find them in the Lone Lands. The next level 1 would be Evendim, so let's go see where he is over there. Okay, so we're in Evendim now, and the way we find him is on this small little island that you would have no reason to ever go to in your life, located slightly southwest of Laurelin. So the best way to get here would be to get yourself to Nudir, maybe take a stable master to get over there, and then the boat master who's on the pier by the lake. If you get the boat across to Laurelin and then ride across to the southwestern corner of that island, and then you'll just have to swim across the rest of the way. But somewhere on here, he should be over this direction, I think, because he should be looking at the city. There he is. We meet again. So he's got a little boat there. There we go. Found Floid and Dewitt in Evendim. He's admiring the sights of the city of Animinus over there. It looks better in the daytime, but since it's dark, you can't really see it too well. He's still got his mug of beer. He's got an infinite supply with his little kegmaster horse there. So that's number 2. So we've got 5 more to go. So there's a bit of a level jump now before we go to the later regions, because the next lowest one is inside Moria itself. So let's jump forward again. Okay, so in Moria then, he is located in the northern part in Durin's Way. My map is absolutely covered in points of interest, so sorry if you guys can't really see the text too well. But if you go to Zela Melek, go to the 21st Hall, you can ride manually or get a slow horse up to Jazagund, which is at the north point in Durin's Way. Let's clear the map. And then we've got this basically crossroads above this pit, which is where this kind of like mirror is in the middle. But if we take the northern path, which again you normally never have any reason to come up here, then at the very end of this bridge, not only can you see a section of the Endless Stair in front of us, which is where Gandalf was fighting the Balrog all the way to the top of Zeraxagil after he jumped in the pit of Khazad-dûm. But over to the right here, we can see these guys. So if we walk up to them, we can find them. He's still chugging away at that beer. He's got endless refills. So that's 3 of 7. So next up, we have Lothlorien. Okay, so next up then in Lothlorien, we need to be near the camp called Echad Andestel, which is this one over here, near where all these rivers join up. So the easiest way to get here would be to get a swift to Carascaladhon, inner Carascaladhon, then pop outside to the stable master who's just outside, and then get a swift horse over to Echad Andestel, you need to stay on the north side of the river, and there's like a little slope just coming across this bit here, and he's just overlooking one of the waterfalls here. So it's not the waterfall that's lower down. You need to take up the high ramp and then come to where I am now, and he is just over here looking in at the golden wood. So let's say hello. He's still chugging away, but he's got a nice view from up here. There's all the malon trees over there. So that's 4 done. We have 3 to go. So next on the list is Mirkwood. Okay, so we're in Mirkwood, and it is pretty dark, so I'm going to walk you guys through this one a little bit more than usual. But the best place to go for this one is start off at Eminlum, at the main encampment there. You can swift travel there from most regions. Then you want to get a swift travel down to Mifachad, which is the stable master in Tower Morvith. And then if you head slightly east and a bit north of there, you start to see a path up the hillside with some rope bridges going back and forth. So basically, if you follow that path, you'll start zigzagging left and right up this hill until you reach a map marker called Garmad Maudhall, which is this encampment right in front of me. So you keep climbing the hill once you get to that, which will take us along this path here where we're heading eastwards. And shortly after you've gone past that, there will be a split in the road where you can turn right. So if we go down here, we'll see that the path starts going back down the hillside. But instead of following the path which would lead us down to the left, if we just stay on the right hand side and behind these rocks and this tree, there's still a ledge, and then we can find Floid Dewitt over here. Now, quite what he's hoping to see over here, I don't know. There's a couple of like crappy trees, and there's loads of wargs and skeletons around here. So it's not really the nicest views he could have had. But that's the 5th, and we have 2 more to go. So now we need to head all the way back westward over to Enedwaith. Okay, so now we are in Enedwaith, and this one is kind of a bit in the arse end of nowhere, but the easiest way to get to this is to go to Lanark, which is the central town of this region, which is in the centre bit here of Nan Lagelin. If you get a swift travel horse down to Hondirian, which is the ranger encampment on the hill, which is over here, and you basically want to head more or less due east with a slight inclination towards the north. And then over to our north is the campsite where Nars Peak is. Over here as well we have Drygok's Lair, which is where this kind of like doorway with a dragon symbol is on top of it. But to the southwest of Drygok's Lair and due south more or less of the map indicator for Nars Peak, on the eastern side of the giants encampment, which is what these little structures are here, if you come up on this hill overlooking the easternmost giant thing down there, they are stood behind this rock, and it's a bit of a cheeky place to put that rock because you will not see them until you clear it and come around the corner here. But if we just go say hello, there we go, found them in Enedwaith. They're just chugging a bit. I can't even see the giants from where they're stood, but there's some giants down there anyway. So that's 6, and we have 1 more to go, and that one is in Dunland. Okay, so last up then, inside Dunland. The last one we need is inside the Pristine Glade, which is a special area in the Dunbog region. So to get to this one, your best bet is to head to the central town of Gautrev, which you can swift from pretty much everywhere. Then if you get a swift travel horse to Lan Ross, which is the capital of the Dunbog region over here, and you kind of want to head kind of 10 o'clock slightly northwest until you get to this place called the Pristine Glade. It's across the river. It's on the northernmost section on the western bank of that river, which is where you'll see this kind of like doorway, which is where I'm stood now. You will get vectored here as part of your questing in this region, but you probably still wouldn't find the guys unless you knew what you were looking for. So just inside here, I'm not sure it's by the waterfall. I think it's a little bit further down, but there should be a bush or something covering a wall. So there we are, this is it. So just behind here we should be able to sneak up, and they should be overlooking something. This is a bit more running than I thought it would be, otherwise I would have mounted up. Ah, so this, you actually come here as part of a quest instance, I believe. I think you fight some kind of big nasty monster. But there we go. Here they are. They're overlooking the Dunbog. So they're getting a nice view of this region down here, all the nasty swamps and stuff. You can't throw yourself off the top because you'd probably be out of bounds. But that is the 7 places we need to find him. So we've been awarded our 300 marks. We have been awarded the title of the Wanderer. And you'll be pleased to know if you enjoyed that one, there is actually a part 2 to this as well, where we have to find these guys some more. So stay tuned for that one. Until then, see you guys later.